Going on, people? It is August 19th, and we have another trading recap on a day. Just get straight into it. Dub day on the trade of 8, about 2,500. Nothing on the top step, just because I will outline something later. I didn't like basically taking a 1-to-1. I just didn't think it was worth it. But yeah, we could be we could be in a better position, but that's besides the point. Let me get into it. So on the hourly time frame, let me go to the daily time frame. We actually inverted this fair value gap. We closed out, retraced, closed back out again. I would love to see us go down and take out major sell side, which was underneath these lows from Monday of last week. And it might look kind of choppy in here, but there's a method to everything. Like, this was our, if I go on the day, yeah, we just come up into consequent encroachment right around here, so right off open. Hold on. Monday, Tuesday, bro, what the fuck? 840 flat. I don't know what's going on with my dang thing. On the 15-minute, 840 flat. Let me just see what it looks like. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so this is our basically our high of the day. As soon as we open, we just pushed up into this daily fair value gap ever since we left it. We left it, tapped the low of it, and then now I was like, okay, starting to look good for some shorts. Pre-market, we did have this break of structure, and then once we 8:30 came around, we dumped, and then we put in an order block, and then once 9:30 came in, we tapped into that order block. So I was like, okay, I want to see NAS go lower. I don't have any idea that it would go higher, basically. There's no reason for it to be going higher. We're efficient in all of the price action above it. I don't know, it's taking so long to load. We're inefficient. No, we're not inefficient. We're efficient with all the price action before that, and there's no reason to go higher. So off 9:30 open, we literally just straight dump. So I was kind of expecting that. Go 1 minute. And then I'm like, okay, so my sell side's way down here, and it is 9:35. I would not expect us to go immediately to the sell side if that's my daily draw for New York session. So what I want to see, I usually want to see SMTs before I enter a trade, So this is where we kind of have to go into the hold on a second. I'm trying to think. Okay, so this SMT gets created with ES after taking buy side. This is all this I was trying to get into right here. Order block with on ES around the same area. Break of structure, push up higher, propulsion block. So when I see this propulsion block right here on ES, I'm basically entering on NASDAQ for ES. I would have liked to trade in ES because it would have been much more cleaner, targeting actual buy side and not just internal liquidity like an SMT. But that's just, kind of besides the point. So let's just go on to the top step and explain what I did here. Here is the basically trade. So consolidation after this dump. I'm not expecting us to just dump lower. Very inefficient. That would be kind of like people getting, free money out the market, in my opinion. So that would not work. So anyways, we get 2 value gap set up on the 15 second. And it, we do this, we close above, take the entry, and then target. Basically, I got 25 points on this trade. 25 point trade from here to here. So yes, I wished it was better. But there was no basically, better trade there, like what I entered on 700, and 700 is where my entry technically was. So this was a good trade on the challenge on the 15 second to get up into that first presented. And as we get into first presented, buy side is taken on ES. So as soon as we do this, I'm like, all right, bet, let's look for some shorts. And then this is where we get this dump down. We get a 2 for value up on the 1 minute right here. I'm looking to take some shorts off this. like potentially this is gonna be nice, but then we just run straight through it with one candle. So then I say whatever, but then we have this double for rally gap to the upside, and I'm like, all right, you know, if price wants to go higher, it won't revisit this lower one. Price decided to revisit this lower one after a SMT at the high up here. It's happening back in the first presented and this order block. We finally got below both of these, so then that's when I would invalidate both of these as a bullish setup. And then yeah, there was just no entry to downside on the 1 minute, except on the 3 minute, which was right here. Take your short right there, stop loss above that high, and then that would target your sell side. So it's basically a 1-to-1, and that was going to be my trade on the top step, but I just wasn't really, like, you know, I didn't really want to take a 1-to-1. The RR would have not been there. Yes, it would have been a good trade, but once we're so close, like it's 41 points, but we were pretty close to sell side. ES was high in the sky up here at the time of close. Let me actually go on 3 minutes and see. Yeah, ES did reject this fair value gap and inverse this double fair value gap, so I guess you could say yes. It would have been a nice trade, but no, there's no reason. This is my sell side, and I didn't see any reason for us to be placing that type of trade, especially 1-to-1. Like, I tried to find something that was in this price leg. What time did this happen at again? 10:33. Try to find something in this price leg to enter off of, but there was nothing to enter off of. Like 10:33, like we have 1, 2, and there's 2 in here, so I can't. That's three in there, so I couldn't enter off that. And then also over here on the 10:33, we have 1, 2. I guess we did have this 941 entry on the double fair value gap with the breaker, but I just wasn't it wasn't. I don't know what happened. Wait, what 1040? I wasn't on the charts. My boy was here, and at the same time, we are also very close to the south side, right there. So that's no point really at all. But yeah, 1041 would have to be the entry, and 1041 is right here, or right here. Yeah, so not a bad day. We only banked on the challenge account, just under 1%. We're at 311.44 or 451. So we're gonna keep on running that bit up and see, how we can do. But that is it for today. I will see y'all in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Luckily we came out today live. It was pretty easy. Just kind of keeping that daily time frame in check. That daily fair value gap inversing, and then that was kind of the whole narrative going down. And then now, once we get our tap into here, that's when I would be cautious and expect potentially lower prices down to here. But this sell side is taken, but we could potentially run down into their larger time frame. On the weekly, we do have this more lows down here, fair value gap. So yeah, that could very well be a nice target on the daily time frame. So yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Stay safe and be crazy.